frustrated. This could be your year, or shed another tear. We drinking champagne or a consolation beer. Don't want to spend the fab? Man, just say you're broke. Cause it's Sunday Funday, where it ain't no joke.
Good evening. This is your commissioner speaking. And welcome back to episode 7. The halfway point of the Sunday Funday podcast.
ChatGPT 6.
And as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Coach Seeks.
Let's go.
Seeks, man. You've been pretty active in the trades, my friend.
Well, before that went down, I was quite literally, I made a costume of myself. It was a Glad trash bag. And I was just going to wear that because my team's awful. I think like at this point, I'm probably like recycling. I'm not quite trash, but we're working our way back up.
I had to talk you off the ledge like I usually do every year.
Big time.
You're like, dude, season's toast. I'm like, bro, come on, man.
I think you caught me. Like I was like going to jump off and you caught me right before I fell.
I did. I
Yeah.
did, as I have many times, Coach Seeks.
Yep.
But before we can look ahead, we have to look back, don't we, Coach
do.
Seeks? We got to look back.
Look back at it.
So why don't we take a little trip down memory lane? In a segment I like to call...
George Springer.
Oh, hit it. All right, let's start you off here. Let's start you off here with my matchup, Coach Seeks, as the Bugsy Man took on the Brando's Country. Let's ride. And Coach Seeks, a little something that went down on this one. We had a couple of debuts made in this one for the Brando side, as CeeDee Lamb and Cam Scatterboot. They made their debut for Brando's Country, and they looked great. They looked great for Brando. I'm sure he's very happy about that.
Sure.
That, unfortunately, was the only bright side on Brando's side of things. Mike Evans, broken collarbone, out for the year. Huge blow for Brando. On the Bugsy side of things, Mahomes got his guy back, Rashee Rice, as they dialed up for 55 points combined. Quinshaw Judkins, 3 tutties against that Miami defense.
Yep.
And Chris Olave, he's making strides, my friend. He's making strides. 26 points on that end. Brando suffers his 4th loss in a row in a 138-107 final.
This one was an ugly one. I felt like I was back in high school showing my mom like my math grade. I'm like, it's ugly, but I passed. I took on Sunday Buddy Sunday, my guy. Sunday Buddy Sunday. This guy had Devonta Smith. 33 points.
Whoa.
No one can figure out that Philadelphia offense, but Devonta Smith did on Sunday.
I did. They won't hand it off to Saquon.
They will not. And it was funny. We got all the way down to Monday night, and he had some heavy hitters, part of that San Francisco offense. 3 players gave up goose eggs. George Kittle came back from the IR. He was more focused on blocking than scoring in fantasy. On my side, it wasn't pretty either. Let's call it what it is. Dak Prescott, who is now my quarterback moving forward, 29 points on his side. Outside of him, only 2 other players scored more than 10 points. And the final score here, 95-89.
Woo!
It's crazy to think you can put up 95 points and win, but I did. Shout out Sunday Buddy Sunday for making it a pucker.
You take that win every time, Coach Seeks. Doesn't matter how ugly.
Every time.
All right, let's move it along here. Let's move it along as we had a great one. Really good one between those 4th quarter zips and a tribe called Brave. This one was a shootout, Coach Seeks. This is what fantasy football is all about. Points. Polar opposite of your matchup here. A.J. Brown, as you like to dub him, Arthur. He put up 28 points. Looking great as that wide receiver 1 for Brave. We had Pittman, Bijan, Ferguson. 3 members also scoring more than 20 points. And then she had Travis Hunter finally showing a sign of life on her bench, though. He put up 24 points. On the 4th quarter zip side of things, he definitely heard the predictions pod last week, or maybe he didn't. I don't know if he listens or not. But he went crazy. He went nuclear. And that person that went nuclear, it was a man called Bo Nix, Coach Seeks.
What a sick game.
43 points. And I think like all of those points came in the second half of that game.
Not just that, like the last 8 minutes of the game.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
Brave was very anxious watching that game. That must have been very tough on her end. Brave originally had the season high in points in week 5 with 187. Scotty Q took that title this week by putting up 193.
Crazy.
Scotty Q, way to show the doubters. Huge statement win here as they are victorious with a 193 to 148 final.
We had the Streak Bowl to follow this one. The Snapchat King taking on RMO, who I know very hungry for a W on his side. One of the proponents that was really firing for him, Trey McBride, tight end 1. 29 points. You love to see that. However, Jaden Daniels, guy cannot stay healthy, could be injury prone, and he's dealing with the hamstring right now. He's also kind of dealing with a headache on top of that with K9 and Charbonnet.
Yep.
That Seattle backfield is a tough one to figure out. Charbonnet had 19 points on the bench.
Ooh.
Well, Kenneth Walker was in the lineup giving him 6 points. Billy Ward, big reason why he's winning right now is the reemergence of his keeper, Jamar Chase.
Definitely.
38 points. Boy, is he happy to see Joe Flacco throwing him the ball. 23 targets, man. He was just getting, that's like Madden. Like you just want to get your creative player going. Devontae Adams looking like a wide receiver 1 without, respectively, Puka Nacua in the lineup. He had 26 points. And look at the rest of the team really didn't show up. No. Caleb Williams, he's been streaming quarterbacks, 4 points. Luke McCaffrey, a lot of people made that with all of the wide receivers out in Washington. He gave a goose egg performance. It really came down to Monday Night Football. A very attractive wide receiver, could be the best in the league. Nico Collins got a little bit of a concussion, but one man's concussion is another man's victory. It gave Billy that victory. 5th win in a row. Billy Ward 120 to RMO 114. A respectable battle. RMO, keep your head up, man. I think that dub's coming soon.
I hope so. I sure hope so, Coach Sakes. Let's take it to the game of the week. This one did not disappoint either. As we had the 1 versus the 2 seed, we had those Tiger Sharks. Kevin James taking on the Wookers of the year. And on the Wookiee side, man, those Wooks were able to flash that shiny new toy, and that's CMC. And boy, did he not disappoint. Brando had his new guys. Well, CeeDee Lamb, Scatterboo, they went off. Well, CMC was even louder. He put up 39 points for the Wooks. What a grab for him. And that running back position for that team, I don't think there's any other team in the league that touches him because they also have Jonathan Taylor, Coach Seeks. I feel like he only knows how to put up 3 touchdown games, as this past week was his 3rd game of 3 scores, Coach Seeks. He put up 34 points, but this one I feel like came down to Wooks' keeper, and Jared Goff. It was his time to shine, his 1 week of stardom, and he just threw up all over himself this week, Coach Seeks. Useless as trade bait now. I don't know what Wooks is going to do with him. I guess keep him on the bench. He only put up 15 points on Monday night. On the other end, though, Tiger Sharks, man, they look great. I would have to say they are the most well-rounded team, especially this week. As you look at, you got quarterback Hurts, 30 points. JSN, 26 points. The wide receiver, Tyler Warren, tight end, 16 points. Not to mention the man that closed it out for Tiger Sharks, Jahmyr Gibbs at running back. He put those Wookiees to bed. Night, Wooks. Mwah. He put up 36 points. As the Tiger Sharks, they stay on that throne as they win 157 to 137. As Kevin James, 3-game winning streak for them.
Jakey. At least Jared Goff was handing off the ball to Gibbs.
All right, Coach Sakes. Quick standings outlook. I'm going to do a quick rundown. If you have any comments, feel free to chime in. As we have Tiger Sharks at number 1 with the 6-1 record.
Yeah. They've been steady all year. I mean, despite a Malik Neighbors injury, that's great to see him up there.
We got the Wookiees at number 2 at 5-2. We got the Snapchat King at 5-2.
Streaking.
We got the fourth quarter Zips at 4-3.
I think that's like the quietest one. Like Scotty Q in the 4 spot's crazy.
Snuck in there. Along with 2 other 4-3 teams, the Bugsy Man and the Tribe called Brave at 4-3.
I wouldn't have suspected either of you guys to kind of be neck and neck, just like 2 different seasons. So great to see you guys are both playoff teams right now.
Then at the number 7 seed, we got Coach Dukes. Any comment?
Stock down. Terrible team, not making the playoffs. Keeping James Cook next year, I think. Keep going though.
All right, at number 8, we got Sunday, Bloody Sunday. He's at 3-4 as well. Still a really good team.
Sorry. If Derrick Henry wakes up, I could see Sunday Bloody Sunday being a team with that backfield that sneaks back in.
For sure. And then the bottom of the barrel here, we got Brando dealing with a lot of injuries. They're at 2-5. Any hope left, Coach Seeks?
I think he's kind of cooked like Lamar. That's kind of the main reason why. If Lamar's been playing, I think he's a top 6 team. So it's top. Let's see if the trade can kind of get him back, because he's got a really talented group there.
And then at number 10, our winless coach, RMO at 0-7. Coach Seeks, any comments?
Do we have like a winless coach every year? I feel like it's like we always have like an 0 for team at like the middle point.
I'd have to look back, but I feel like Billy, after his first Super Bowl win, was terrible.
Terrible.
I think he had 2 or 3 wins that year, but yeah, I think he started off winless like this. So we'll see. I mean,
he's come close. Like this past week,
true.
He could have won. So
definitely could have won. I guess he has to play spoiler role now.
He made a move though. Like he's not like putting the newspaper up, legs on the ottoman. Like he's still here, man. So
he made a move, and we will talk about that when we size up the teams for Week 8. Coach Seeks, let's move it along.
Move it along.
All right, Coach Seeks, I got a question for you.
Got an answer for you.
If you by chance take a look at the games in Week 8,
only one of them.
Only one. I wonder which that one was.
Yours.
Oh! Are you ready?
Oh, I'm fired up.
Let's go! All right, Coach Seeks. Let's kick it off here. We got a matchup between the 6 and the 6-7. We got the 2 seeds. We got Coach Seeks. Take it on. A Tribe called Brave. We had a trade that went down, Coach Seeks.
It was probably the most easy trade that I've ever done. I hit him up. Hey, do you want to make a trade? He said, yep. Sent him a couple of different options. He accepted one of them. And we both were good. Both sides kind of felt like they got what they wanted out of the deal. And I think both teams, when I looked at them, are a little bit more well-rounded. So it was a very successful trade there.
There we go, Coach Seeks. There we go. Nice and easy trades. We'll see how they impact their respective team. On the Brave side of things, Joe Flacco getting the nod at quarterback, Coach Seeks.
Interesting.
And then on your side of things, we have a couple of questionable players. Any comments on that, Coach Seeks? You think those guys like Garrett Wilson and Nico Collins will get the nod this week if they play?
I think if someone's going to play, I've been following a lot of beat writers on Twitter, trying to find crazy intel. I think Garrett Wilson might be the one that does play.
Wow.
Nico, it's tough with concussions. I'm expecting him to not play. And then Christian Watson, who I've been stashing, might be playing in suiting.
Forgot about him.
A lot of people did. So it's kind of I got a lot in question from now till Sunday. So if you're asking me who's going to win, I think it's Brave for that reason. If my guys play, I love me in this matchup, but I don't know how it's going to work out with all the questionable players.
All right, let's move it along here, Coach Seeks. I'd love to hear what you think about this matchup. We have the winless RMO squad taking on, no easy task here, the number 2 seeded Wookiees of the year. What do you have in this one, Coach Seeks? Break it down for me.
This is your solid David v. Goliath right here. And I know we were kind of bashing on Wooks for Jared Goff. He has his guy, Josh Allen, suiting back up for his team. And the other side of that trade, Zay Flowers is also making a debut. So Wooks is kind of flashing the new products around. RMO is too. He's got Justin Herbert playing tonight, Thursday night football. So we'll kind of get a sense of how RMO is doing in this matchup. You had said Mike Evans with that collarbone. We have Emeka Egbuka, who is going to be getting a lot of spoon-fed targets on his side. I think the responsible thing to do is to pick Wooks. However, who's to say RMO? Like, he's been in it pretty soon. I'm going to say RMO just to piss off Wooks. So I got RMO, Wooks. I got RMO. Maybe Pete Alonso.
Yeah, you hear that, Wooks? You hear that? Say something. Say something.
He will.
Yeah, he definitely will.
He watched the show.
Let's move it along here, Coach Six. We have a good one. Brando's country desperately needing a win here. They're the number 9 seed. They're taking on those fourth quarter Zips, the number 4 seed. Who do you have in this one, Coach Six? Break it down for me.
It's just tough because Scotty Q's looking at this like we already put up 190-something points. And he, too, is kind of looking, is Lamar going to play? Like, Bo Nix, great quarterback, but him versus Lamar, way different as far as talent is concerned. Amon-Ra St. Brown, one of my favorite guys. He is not playing for Scotty Q. So, like, if Bo Nix doesn't have that game, he can't really lean on the sun god there. Mike Evans, keep talking about him. He's out until at least December. Brock Bowers is keeper. He's on a bye. But even with that, with shuffling up his roster, it is a close matchup, and it has a lot to do with Lamar Jackson. I've been looking at his status, and I feel like his questionable is leaning more towards playing.
Wow.
For that reason, I'm going to go with Brandon. I'm riding this week.
Coach Six, the rider. I agree. I think it definitely falls on, is Lamar going to play?
Yeah.
And I think the latest update was he is practicing.
That's always
huge sign. Huge sign for Brando. They are desperate for a win. We're all rooting for you, Brando. We really are. Scotty Q, can he follow up with that huge performance last week? We will see. Let's move it along, though, Coach Six, as we have another team desperate for a win. We have Sunday, Bloody Sunday, the 8 seed, taking on those Tiger Sharks, the king of the castle.
It's funny because we're talking about Scotty Q following up a 190-something performance. You got Sunday Bloody Sunday following up an 80-something performance. I spoke very closely to Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. Hi, James.
Hi, James. Kevin's like, this is kind of like a week that we're going to just put the footballs out there and see what happens. They're dealing with the buys. That's really tough to come across. I don't know what you were seeing on your side, but Kevin, I don't want to say they're chalking it up as a loss already, but they've kind of decided, it's a tough week for us. We get some buys we're dealing with.
Yeah, I mean, Sunday Bloody Sunday has Gavin and James exactly where he wants them. Gotta take advantage of it here. Gotta take it. Like, man, would it be a blow to Sunday Bloody Sunday if he was not able to put up a win? And if you were not able to break 100, it might happen again. Come on, Sunday Bloody Sunday. This is like the one. This is a bye week for the Tiger Sharks. They're going on vacation this week. Gotta take advantage, Sunday Bloody Sunday. Get that win. All right, let's move. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Seeks. Are you hearing something in the distance?
It's screaming through my microphone.
My gosh, it's so loud. And now, for the game of the week. We got a great one here. 2 guys, 2 teams that you know very well. We have on one side, we have the number 3 seeded Snapchat King. Man, have they been on a run. 5-game winning streak. And then you got the commissioner, the number 5 seed, the Boogsy Man. Break this one down for me, Coach Seeks. What do you think?
I just have a quick question. Quick question. Have you guys had a lot of dialogue? Because I always like to see how you two kind of go back and forth as you play each other.
Yes and no.
Okay. All right. That you have it there, folks. Yes and no. I'm going to focus on
will say.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Vidal's going tonight. And, everyone in the league fair to say, even you, Coach Seeks, even though you're my biggest rival, I'm always rooting for like everyone. I'm like, if I'm talking to you one-on-one, I'm always like, hey, like, you got it this week. Like, like do this. Like, we got it this week. Let's get that win. Let's get that win. So I was even doing it to Billy. I was like, huge night, Billy. We got Vidal going tonight. Running back. Haskins is out. He's going to get the bulk load of carries. I'm predicting 15 points from Vidal tonight, I think.
Wow.
So, yeah,
You guys heard
Billy.
it first. The except for you nonsense is just for the podcast.
Just for the podcast. I'm a nice guy behind the scenes, I swear. I'm talking to all of you. All of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, everybody I feel like is impacted by the buys this week. Just calling out some of the names that will not be performing for you both. DA in LA, not playing. Brian Thomas Jr., is he hurt? I mean, it doesn't matter. He's on a bye. And your guy, Puka Nacua, still in the IR, nice and safe there. I think that you're actually going to be on the other side where you have Vidal getting some love for Billy Ward. You also have Rashard White, who's getting a spot start. Bucky Irving's out. So the benefactor of injuries, you both are kind of benefiting on each side. You highlighted it here. What does Monday night mean for you as far as like when things go down to Monday night, it could go any which direction. Like, what do you feel?
Which direction? I mean, you've experienced the most, I feel like, this season.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's just either you have a lead or you got to catch up. One of those is going to happen, and someone's going to surprise you. We have a showdown on Monday night. I got Patty and Rashee Rice. Billy has Isaiah Pacheco and Zach Ertz. Let's see what the score is heading into Monday night. It could be over by then, or it could come down to that. So we'll see. Stay tuned.
I feel like if there is someone to slay the dragon, the guy streaking, it is the commissioner. And
they do call me the Kingslayer, Coach.
They call you the Kingslayer for a reason. And I like to get Billy Ward going to also motivate him. So out of motivation and out of just pure enjoyment for chaos, I'm going to go with the commissioner here.
Whoa.
I am. Or he could beat him by like 20. I don't know. But I'm going to go with the commissioner for right now. Monday night, I could change the tune of my song. I have no idea.
Man, Coach Seeks, you're the best.
Thank you.
You're the best. I had to throw up out of excitement, man. All right, Coach Seeks, that's all we have for you today. Thank you for tuning in to episode 7, the halfway point, people. That's right. We got halfway. We got 50% to go, Coach Seeks. I hope you all survive the buys. Coach Seeks, any final thoughts?
It's not a final thought. It's more of a question for the audience member. We have something that the commissioner does. He's one of few people that does it. And I want to know if it's a psycho move, a red flag, or maybe it's okay. Maybe it's kind of normal. You don't check your matchup until after the 1 p.m. slate. Can you? I'll give you the floor to kind of explain your thought process, and I want the viewers to be like, is this crazy or is this actually good logic?
No, my method is crazy. Everyone I've spoken to in this league is very like actively checking, constantly checking.
Refresh.
Yeah, I've hung out with Billy a couple of Sundays, and he has a method where he waits until like the top of the hour to check. So he'll like check once an hour. So we're watching Red Zone, and it's like 1:45. He's like, 15 minutes until I can check, and you know he's dying to check the score. Wooks, when I hung out with him last year on a Sunday, he is, no lie, refreshing that thing every 2 minutes. He needs to know. Too much of a roller coaster ride. My theory is I'm watching Red Zone. I kind of like mentally keep tabs on like, okay, like this player of his is doing well, or I haven't heard a lot about this player. So I kind of like mentally have a score in my head. And then once the first 1 o'clock game windows are over, I'll check the scores and see if I'm lined up, and I kind of have an idea, but like it takes out that like constant up and down ride of emotions for me. But I know a lot of people are different, and they probably would say they can never do that.
I used to be a Red Zone guy for that reason, but like now that the Pats are good, I'll watch them. I like what Yahoo does now, where it will give you like, if your matchup goes up a few points, it'll be like X player scored X amount of points because of this, and then you can click and see that roller coaster ride you talked about. So if you touch the app when you're, watching it on Sunday. It's kind of cool. So different sides of the spectrum, you and I, for sure.
Oh, well, my final thought, Coach Six, it was going to be Saquon Barkley. What the but I'm going to switch it up. I like that you kind of asked a question.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on the early GGs? Because you love to do it.
Yeah, I think it's funny because you're kind of letting yourself off the hook a little bit. It's like, say you play a mega wide receiver that gets 40-something points. Like, they are projected to be in the twos. It's like, you know what? I'm already saying that it's a loss. So you're admitting defeat. You're letting them kind of be like, oh, okay, like Coach Seeks doesn't care anymore. But you're quietly trying to get in their head a little bit where it's like, hey, GG's, you had a good player, but I'm still refreshing the page, and with my little calculator, I'm like, all right, he's up this much. Let's see what I can do. So I'm pro GG's. I think it's one of the funnier things that you can do.
I may send a Leo clapping, but I will never, ever do an early GG's, even though you will disagree. Never.
Do you think, one quick thing, do you think there's another trade?
Oh, yeah. I think I'm talking to the man that's involved in one now.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I like to think that, like, there's one little trade that, like, we already had two pretty big ones, so.
Yeah, I would say keep an eye out for, like, everyone that's traded already, except for you. Except for you! I would say Wooks, RMO, Brando. I'd say those guys, like, take off the table, so put them in the group with, like, me and Brave and, like, Scotty Q, who, like, don't really do trades.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye on Sunday Bloody Sunday. That's all I'll say. He's in a spot where he needs a little shakeup. He's very heavy at running back. Let's see what happens.
Not to speak for you, but I think you're a team to watch, too. I think, like, you're more... I don't know, man. If there's a right deal for you, I think you'd do it.
My only thing to say about that is if I trade away a position, I'm immediately thin there. It's like I need this core I have now. Like, I don't have you, on the other hand. You have like 80 wide receivers.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll package like these guys, and like I have three. I have Puka, Rashee Rice, and Chris Olave. If any of those three get hurt, I am so
GG's to everybody else out there.
And with that, I wish you all the best of luck. And this is where I need to remember who I'm playing.
Mm-hmm. You know who you're playing.
Except for you. Stop chat, King. It's the Kingslayer. Signing off.